Okay, so I just want to do a really quick thrift haul because weirdly enough, I have found more in the past couple days at the thrift than I have, I don't know, over the past several years. So, um, the other day I was in town and I went looking through all of these Barbies and I found this 90s Sky Dancer. So she didn't have her base, I did check, but maybe someday I will be able to find a base and then I can have a doll to go on it. She had like a disintegrated elastic band in her hair, so I'll just have to replace that with, I don't know, some kind of bow or something. Um, let's see. I think on that same day, I end up getting this Barbie. So she is, somebody helped me look her up. She's from 2002, which is like, these are the Barbies that I remember playing with so much. She still has the rubbery bend and snap legs, and then she has like harder plastic up here. But she's really pretty. She has gray eyes. And somebody said, somebody on Instagram, oh, let's see, it's not focusing, told me that she was like flower fantasy or garden fantasy. A couple people had different ideas about which one she was. So she was probably one of those. But I mean, like, she was just a playline doll, and she's amazing. Like, Barbies today are not this good. Anyway, this pajama set is also from the early 2000s. And now I'm like, should I go back and look and see if the Barbie that went to this pajama set is there? I don't know. I'm like, I'm not a Barbie collector. But getting this doll has made me like, I'm like, I want Barbie, I want clothes to dress her in, and I want shoes for her and stuff. And then maybe I can put her up there. Like, I want some kind of princess dress for her, right? And then she can go up there with the Swan Lake playset and the horses. So that would be fun. So I got her, I got the Sky Dancer. I found these guys. This Littlest Pet Shop is actually kind of from my era, early 2000s. Um, when I was a kid, it's really not focusing today. When I was a kid, I always actually liked the 90s Littlest Pet Shop better because they looked more like real animals, which was what I was really into. But I definitely did have some of these and I really liked them. And this looks like one of the older ones, one of the earlier 2000s ones. So I just went ahead and got it because of course it was like 50 cents. Um, this looks vaguely familiar to me. It looks like, did it come with a Kelly set or something from the early 2000s? I don't know, but also really cute, not that much money. And then there were actually some G3 ponies. The other ones were ones that I already had, so I left them behind for some other pony person to find. But this one, whose name I can't remember, Star Gleamer or something, has actually been on my wish list for a really long time. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pick her up. And she has, I love this glittery face that she has. That's so fun. So then the other thing I got was I spotted this little tin, which is a My Melody tin. And to me, this doesn't look that, I mean, it has a little, that's something I assume I can get off. It's something sticky up there. It doesn't really look that vintage to me, but it says, oh, let's see if it can focus. Yeah, it says 1985, and somebody also told me that apparently the second date, so the first date is when they created the character and the second date is when this item was produced, so it's actually quite vintage. And inside it there was this, which would have had I don't know, clearly it would have had something in it, but if you look on the bottom, okay, this one doesn't have a date, I don't think. Nope, no date, but still made in Japan. So I don't know if it's just really not focusing today. I don't know if that's vintage or not, but it's quite cute. And I'm gonna put it up on my display somewhere probably. And then this was also in there, this little Twin Stars Like the lighting is so bad. I'm sorry about that. I don't know if that's any better. It's like interrogation light. But this little satin purse, this little twin star satin purse, and inside it, I didn't set up my tripod, so I'm just holding it. Inside it, there were these two little clips. They're so cute. Oh my gosh. I don't think there's a date on this one either. I'm like gonna have to look at it, not through the. No, it just says Sanrio made in Japan. No, it says 7684 on the sticker. So these also don't really look vintage to me. These look like something that you could buy, you know, nowadays, today. So, oh, my hands are so like grody. Anyway. So I checked a bunch of my other Sanrio stuff, and a lot of it is from 2002 to 2005, which makes sense. And because that was Cinema Roll, and Cinema Roll is my absolute favorite. These I actually got recently, and they say 2001 on them, so that also makes sense. This one I got when I was a teenager. I think it says 2011 on it. So yeah, that's really cool. I never knew that those dates actually told you when it was from, because I also have a lot of I have some vintage Sanrio like stationery items like stamps and stuff that were actually like my mom's or my cousin's. And most of those also say, you know, like 7486 or 7496.99 or something like that on them. And so I just assumed they all had two dates, and I didn't know that the second date was actually when the item was produced. So that's really fun. I have a set of Cinema Roll plushies that I remember buying with my pocket money when I was like really, 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 really little. And I think it says 2001 on them. So that would make sense. That checks out. I will have to someday make a video about all of my, oh, my tiny movements have fallen down, about all of my Sanrio items, because I do have some nice ones. So it was really fun to find my melody, of course, but I'm like, I want Spotty Yachty, and I want Shibumaru, and I want Karopi, and I want Cinema Roll, and I feel like those are not the ones that I ever really see for sale or find or whatever, but oh well. Anyway, I'm also thinking about like my no buy, or it has never been a no buy. It's been a low buy, and I have kept to my low buy rules really pretty well. I haven't bought any toys online for quite a while, quite some months, I would say. So recently I did find some, you know, 80s and 90s girl toys, which are my favorite, for sale online locally for a really good price. So I did end up getting those. So I will do a little happy mail online haul about those. But other than that, I'm like, I really feel really satisfied with how my collection is now. And I feel really pretty, oh, this chair is so creaky, I'm sorry. And I feel really pretty done with shopping for stuff and searching for stuff. Obviously, there are still some things like those freaking little pet shop guinea pigs. If I ever find those, I will buy them no matter what. But I need to take things to Thrift. I need to put things up for sale so that I have more space. Because I like well enough how this is now. Like, I'm gonna open all of those and then get rid of that packaging so that I'll take up less space. I'm going to, the Kittles, I'm gonna put them in here somewhere, because like maybe some of these drawers I am going to sell some of the items in them. You know, there's art projects I need to do, there's the AG minis, which I need to open, and that sort of thing. So I need to study like a lot this coming month and a half. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and you know, like I'm gonna say no thrifting now either. No online shopping, which wasn't a problem. I didn't do that. No online shopping, no thrifting, no non-necessary purchases. I would say actually my biggest problem of things that I've been spending money on has been coffee, going out for coffee, sitting in cafes, because now I am walking distance. Technically, I mean, it takes me like 45 minutes to an hour to walk there, but I'm kind of in walking distance of some cafes now. And I really love going there. So I just need to, well, I guess the other thing is this coming term, like this coming like work period or whatever, I will actually be physically going to school like multiple times a week. So then I feel like I'm actually less likely to go out and sit in a cafe if I'm going to school, and then I will be, there at school and I'm working at school and that sort of thing. So yeah, that'll be good. It'll just be, like I said, a month and a half of working, studying a lot, and really, like, I want to be at home. I want to make so many videos about my toys. I'm so excited about everything that I have. And I also could stand to make some videos and do some work on all of these things that I want to customize or restore or whatever. So yeah, those are my no-buy plans. I'm pretty happy with how I have done so far. I've actually done pretty well so far. The only non-necessary things I bought were, I think I've said in another video, I ended up hating this purple ink, so I bought some black ink and have been using that up a lot. I got a charger cord for the AG Minis Power Platform. I did say I could go thrifting, so I have been going thrifting, but I'm thinking maybe I need to sell things and send some other things to the thrift store first before I can allow myself to do more thrifting. So yeah, I was reviewing my goals for October and I did pretty well. I did not climb 3 times a week. That's why my hands are so grody, because I have to keep my nails really short. Anyway, I have only been climbing about 2 times a week. So I am going to try and see if I can climb 3 times a week and kind of like get back up there. I need to get rid of and organize stuff. I need to decrease my screen time even more. I've done pretty well with that, like certainly better than I have been in the past, but I'm like, I want it to be even better. I want to decrease my screen time even more. And I say that because it's like, when I'm just browsing the internet, I'm not enjoying myself. I am enjoying myself when I am watching one of the many movies or TV shows that I want to watch, when I am reading one of the many books that I want to read, when I am doing art projects, when I'm going climbing. And it's just like, I feel like I have so much more time and mental energy when I am not scrolling all the time. Like, people have said that a million times before, and I've said it myself a million times before, but it's still so true. And the other thing is I've really been enjoying watching YouTube, because I used to be like completely addicted to watching YouTube like all the time. And now I'm like, there are a handful of YouTubers, like seriously, just a couple, 2 or 3, that I'm like, if they put out a new video, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to watch that and I'm not going to do anything else. And it's so enjoyable. It's so enjoyable to actually watch something that you want to watch and not be doing anything else at the same time. If you want to be doing something else at the same time, then it's not interesting enough and you should just turn it off and go do something else. That's what I'm trying to keep to. I have also, I don't understand how I spend so much time on Instagram when I'm like barely using it and I don't go on the For You page. I don't know. I'm just like checking messages. I'm looking at my own page and it's so stupid. So, I think I'm kind of like going to delete that off my phone for the next month. I mean, I've done this in the past and I really, every time I delete it, I'm like, I don't miss it. So I do miss talking to some people on there, but that's a problem for another day. I have too many things that I need to focus on right now. So I'm deleting Instagram. I'm sticking with the rest of my low buy, low screen rules. And I'm hoping that this, or I'm planning that this means I will have more time for climbing, more time for art projects, more time for organizing and sorting my toy collection and getting rid of things and making videos about the stuff that I do have and I do love. And yeah. So I haven't made my November goals page yet. Because I'm thinking I'm gonna keep the watching and reading pages, like those are the same. I tried to do it differently, because I just like write nice things that happen every day. So I tried to do it differently, and it didn't really work. I don't like it. You know, some of the first spreads I made were my absolute favorites, and then yeah, it deteriorates. Whatever. So I made for November and December. I don't really use the goals page so much. I do kind of use the habits page. So I will have to make a new habits page for sure. And then I will make a new watching and reading page, because most of these are ones that I have checked off. Well, I mean, I still have space here, so I will fill this out. And then I will make another one after this. So it'll be like, I think it'll be like habits, or yeah, habits, goal planning stuff, and then more space for what I'm watching and reading if I need it. And then I have quite a bit of space left over. This is the thing. I'm like, we're getting to the end of the year. I use my Hobonichi notebook so much, and I'm like, I should probably buy a new one for next year, and I don't want to spend the money on it because I bought this one last year, and like I've just been messing around in it. I have some pages that haven't been used very well, but most of it has been like really filled in. So I feel no need to get a new one of these because I have, like I said, now I know like what I actually use. And so I pretty much use like 1-page spread, 2-page spreads for each month. So I might even be able to get another year out of this if I'm really careful. We'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. My thoughts on no buy and journaling, and a little mini thrift haul over the past couple days. Probably the last one for until, December, if I decide to go and look at things again. I do like going and looking at old Christmas decorations, but I don't really feel tempted to buy those. So yeah.